So the monthly update for golegal.co.za, if you haven't already subscribed to them, please subscribe today. There's two areas I want to touch on. Obviously, this is the monthly update in the South African legal job market. Number one, in-house. It is the question we get asked all the time. Now, by the time this comes out, I will have already done it, but I'm giving a masterclass online tomorrow, which is July 31st. Obviously, this will be gone by then, but it'll be recorded and we'll have access to this. And I'm doing it with a whole group of people in Australia, GCs and heads of legal in Australia. And then the second hour is Middle East and Africa. So we're expecting, or certainly has registered, hundreds of lawyers from across those regions that are going to be listening to me talk about legal careers and the changes that are happening in the in-house space, and the trials and tribulations they have in recruiting and expanding and that kind of thing. So in-house is something that we're always being asked about. Number one tip, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, be very, very careful of the in-house jobs that are being advertised online. Firstly, if it's coming from the client, an Amazon or a BP, I don't know, first two names that come to my head. If it's them, then great. But just remember they're going to have thousands of applicants. And it's very, very difficult to stand out because they'll be using the LinkedIn algorithm, possibly some questions, and they'll also then be using their own algorithms as well, which may not favor every candidate. So you may not hear back. Very, very difficult way of securing a job is through LinkedIn or another job board. And be also very careful of the adverts or the updates that you see on platforms like LinkedIn. There's, obviously I'm not going to name names, but there are a number of times in the past where jobs haven't quite been real, if you like, which is one of the reasons why when we're advertising jobs, we always say these mandates are real and live, and we have been exclusively mandated on them because it's a fantastic way for certain agencies to get CVs. I'm not saying that they are all like this. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Just be super, super careful. Everybody wants to move in-house. Everybody wants to look at a strategic role in the in-house space, and it is fantastic. But in places like Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, and other markets in which we work, there just aren't that many jobs in-house. So just be super careful, but come to us. We can talk salaries, we can talk opportunities, and how potentially you might be able to get overseas. And the second area I want to touch on is the verification of data. We work with a lot of partners in a lot of law firms, some fantastic opportunities, and some fantastic lawyers looking to take their practice over into another firm because perhaps they're not getting support or they're not getting paid enough, or they know that if they go down the road and work for firm X, then their practice can expand. These are all the areas that we work on, is really maximizing your earning potential. But remember, we need the data. We need to have a relationship where you're sharing information with us. It doesn't matter that if certain moves haven't worked out in the past, we need to know what's going on. We need to know what's happening. And I bring that up because we've had so many issues recently, or a number of issues recently, and so have our clients, where people have not allowed them to see certain information until later on, hopefully hiding some information and that kind of thing. It all comes out in the end. It really does. So my advice to everybody is tell us, and then we can work out how to put things across and share with us all of the information, because that's how you're going to get the best moving forward. So lots of opportunities in South Africa in the practice space. Corporate is growing, litigation is growing, tax is growing, certainly at the senior end. The in-house opportunities as well are looking interesting. So contact us today.